Do you ever just sit there and think, I love Minecraft, but these graphics just ain't doing it for me? Well guys, welcome to the video. You're in the right place because I'm going to show you how to make your Minecraft look amazing. Because vanilla Minecraft is great. However, wouldn't you want to turn your world from something that looks like this to something that maybe looks like this? Yep. It's still vanilla Minecraft. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to turn your world into an amazing, incredible, realistic experience. So, let's get started, shall we? So guys, for the sake of this video, I used CurseForge to install all of my mods, and what I want to say to you guys now is that if you are planning on following along and getting these mods installed, I would strongly suggest using the same platform. Once you have successfully loaded your CurseForge account, what you need to do is make a profile. Now, this particular world that I've created is running on version 1.20, which I found was the most compatible for mods that I wanted to install. What you would then need to do is go and download yourself a copy of Optifine. Now, this can be a bit of a hassle, but I promise you, with a little bit of digging, you will be able to figure it out. I have linked it in the comments below. You should be able to install it with a little bit of modding know-how. So the first thing that makes me unhappy about the vanilla Minecraft world is that the mountains just don't really look like mountains. I mean, let's be honest, that is not a mountain, is it? That is just a big clump of dirt. There is no height, there is no scale, there is no grand, sublime landscapes. It is simply just flat and quite boring. So, what we are going to do is install our first pack, which is Tectonic. And it looks a little bit like this. Now that is a mountain. Let's just climb to the top here and have a look down and see what the Tectonic mod has actually improved in game. Would you look at that? It's bloody beautiful. I've got actual mountains in my game now. I've got proper contouring on the land. I have huge forests. The biomes are massive. We've got a frozen river running down through our mountains. It just adds so much more to the game. It makes it fully realized. Minecraft did feel a bit flat, but with our new mod Tectonic, we've been able to sort that out and essentially create ourselves a whole new world. So next up, we are going to install a shader pack to make our world look far more realistic. Once you have Optifine on your machine, you will be able to install this. So the simple way to do this, I've already got the shader installed. I'm going to go to my options, my video settings, and then once Optifine is installed, you will have the option for shaders here. And what we're going to do is click our shaders, and we are using a shader called Photon 1.1. Again, the link is in the description, so please feel free to follow that. Let's get it active, shall we? Bam! And like that, there is our shader pack installed. So as you can see, it has completely changed our game. We've got beautiful ray tracing. We've got shadows. Oh my god. As you can see, it has improved our world quite dramatically. So overall, it's just making our experience so much better with regards to lighting. But I feel like we can go further than that. Don't you guys? I feel like we could. So let's go and install a texture pack in order to improve our world. So essentially we can get rid of these vanilla textures and instead we can have something with a little bit more oomph. So there we have it. The shader pack is installed, and now I've got Patrick's texture pack installed also, which is linked in the comment. And as you can see, just general textures across the board have improved. Oh my lord, the leaves are looking better, The trees are looking better. And if I go up here to the sheep, even the sheep model's been improved. Look at that. That is crazy. Happy little guy right there. So I had to show you guys this. I found a couple of mobs. I found a chicken. Look at that. Oh my god, its head bobs as it's walking. That is so cool. And if I look at this little piggy over here, look, his nose moves and everything. That is so awesome. And then we got a couple of cows just chilling. They just look so much better. They look brilliant. My god, even the pumpkins look better. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. But we can take it further than this, guys. And I'm going to show you how in just a moment. So I found a bee. I just wanted to show you this. Oh my god, it actually looks like an insect now. It doesn't just look like a floating cube. Amazing. And if we head down this way, we will enter a village. And even the buildings for the villagers look good. Look at that. Let's have a look at a villager, shall we? Hey, buddy. But look at this, guys. It just looks so much more natural. I mean, already I'm impressed with the results, but we can take it further than this. We are going to take it further than this. So let's have a look at the next mod in our showcase. Oh my god, the lava looks awesome too. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So check this out, guys. Oh my god. Round trees in Minecraft? Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that it was even possible? The birch trees, the oak trees, they're all rounded off. And this is just any log in the game now. Any log will look like this. Oh look, a beehive. Even that looks better. How amazing. So guys, another mod that you absolutely need for your Minecraft experience is something that's, it just blew my mind. I think the best way for me to demo this is to show you. So the other mods that I wanted to show you guys was the physics mod. And I'm just going to demonstrate on this cherry blossom tree. Let's just hit that. And look at what's happening. Look at this. Like, we have cherry blossoms falling to the floor. And the best thing about the physics mod is you can customize however many objects you want to fall at once. And if I just move through this grass, I mean, look at this. It's crazy. Who'd have thought that Minecraft could have such good physics? So I just brought you back to my house for a moment. I just want to show you, look at this. I've kind of set this up so it looks like a washing line, but if I show you guys, like, as my character moves through these, the physics work perfectly. Look at that. That is incredible. But here is the absolute creme de la creme, the thing that just makes it so incredible for me. So as we go through doors, look at them. They've actually got physics. They move like proper doors. Same with trapdoors. If I go up here, look at this. Look. And just to really show off this physics mod, look, I mean, look at this. Look. That's insane. Look, they just move as I'm jumping through them. Now, if you truly want, guys, you can have gravity on with the physics mod. So, for example, if I were to take this out and this, I mean, this poor villager, look at his house. But if I took these away at the bottom here, the whole house should begin to collapse. So as you can see, like, structures have to be structurally sound now, because if they're not, they will just crumble. I'm just gonna literally stand here for a moment. Look at that. It just all crumbles apart. This is an option you can put on to try and build your house in the proper format. So I believe it works on if you put supports in and such, it will stay up. But if you don't, your house is just going to fall apart like so. I feel bad now for destroying his house, but for the sake of the demo, maybe I'll build him another one, say. But this works especially well in caves too. So if I go down here, I can mine, but I do have to be careful of cave-ins. So if we go into our collapse physics, I can increase or decrease the amount of blocks that will collapse when I interact with them. So for example here, if I take some of this roof away, I'll get an entire collapse, and it works on edges too. So as you can see, this entire cave system is now collapsing because of my interference. It does mean that you will get cave-ins. It's not an ideal feature at times. I personally have it turned off, but if you want that realistic caving experience, you can activate it. And as you can see, all of my rubble's there from my physics mod. So another thing I wanted to show you guys is the zombies. I mean, look at that. Physics on the bodies. What more could you ask for? And if we carry on going through the caves, we got a couple of skeletons, and if we kill them, look at them. They just shatter into bones. That is so, so cool. Now, next up, this is something that I chose to do in my particular game. You may have noticed I'm holding a lantern at all times, but I want to show you guys what happens if I take this lantern off. So I'm just going to go into my offhand, take my lantern off, and oh my dear lord. Now I can pull my lantern out, but what we have here is ambient lighting going on, which means that when you go into a cave, it's actually dark. Now, of course, if we go into the cave and we see anything that glows or anything that stands out, then that will still illuminate a light source. A good example is this lava pool here. So as you can see, like in vanilla, it is still illuminated, but in order to get the best possible light in cave systems, I need to have my torch out. Now guys, there is another thing that concerns me about vanilla Minecraft, which I feel we can improve, and that is the sounds. So now guys, we have the ambient sounds mod installed, and as you can hear, the caves have become fairly terrifying. Let's just have a quick wander around to see if we can find some mobs. Just gonna put my lantern in my offhand. Okay, so as you can hear, we got a couple of spiders and zombies about. Ooh. Suddenly, the fear level has crept up. So as you can hear, suddenly it's become a fairly terrifying experience. So let's get out of our caves and head up to the overworld again. So as you can hear, even in the overworld, I have an improvement on my sounds. So guys, to get these beautiful background ambient sounds for your world, you will need to install Ambient Sound 6 and Improved Sound Physics. Now, I have linked them again below, so you can install them at your own leisure. Again, you will use CurseForge to do that. And one additional sound pack that you may want to install is Improved Combat Sounds. So if I go up to this poor sheep here and I suddenly have better combat sounds. Let's go find something else to kill so we can just demo that one more time for you guys. I've just seen a horse, and horses make great dying noises. Okay, so again, brilliant combat noises. As you can hear, conveniently timed too. The sounds change depending on what biome I'm in. So if we head over to the cherry blossom biome, let's see how this sounds. There we go. Very calm and tranquil. Love this. And let's just head up to the mountain to see what that sounds like. So we have our snowy mountain, and of course, we get the blizzard sound as we're climbing up here. Now, another thing you guys probably have noticed, we have snow. Oh my god. And again, if you have your collapse physics turned on, if we dig through this, we should be able to cause an avalanche, in theory. Not quite as quick as a real avalanche, but let's just try and... I tell you what, I have an idea. So we're going to try and make an avalanche, and I'm going to show you guys the explosion physics of the game. Placing redstone is a little bit difficult in the snow, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So we're just going to try and make an avalanche using some TNT. So I'm just going to set that on fire, and... boom! Oh my dear lord, look at that. So another thing I forgot to say about the physics mod, that if you kill an animal, you will just see its stuff fall to the floor. If you kill an NPC, a pillager in this case, There we go. Look at that. Brilliant. I mean, it essentially turns your world into Middle Earth. I mean, look at it. That's crazy. So the tectonic mod, definitely a must when you start your world. And then you want to install photon shaders. You want to install Patrick's texture packs. And then, I mean, arguably you could install any other mod of your choice. It is only limited by your PC's power. So another neat feature to show you guys, the water has been vastly improved. As you can see, as we're sailing, we've got water physics. I mean, how cool is that? The physics mod is responsible for this. But the water on the rivers really is nothing by comparison to what the ocean looks like. On my way to the ocean, I just came across this biome as well. I just wanted to show it off to you guys. I mean, look, it's a pine forest. It's crazy. The ambient noises are beautiful. It really is so immersive. And if we get back into our boat, we can just go into this cave I found. And there is something else neat I want to show you guys. So these vines at the top here, as you can see, we can brush past them. And it's just so cool. Look, I mean, it just adds so much more to the game. We have our mushroom forest biome as well, again with its own sound set. So guys, we have finally hit the ocean, and look at this. Look, we have waves, actual waves in Minecraft. Like, the ocean really is the ocean. And just for the sake of intrigue, let's just dive in and see what it looks like down here. Now, I have a lantern so I can see what's around me. And oh my god, it gets dark as you go down. The kelp moves. It's just so impressive. And as we get further up to the surface, you'll notice that the light slowly gets more intense as we're less deep in the water. And just as we're below the water, we have proper fish swimming around. We have proper physics on the water. I mean, it's just, you can't ask for more. You really can't. So guys, that is the end of the video. I'm hoping that you guys have taken something from this for your Minecraft worlds. The mods are all listed in the description. Because I am quite a small channel, I am able to say this. If you need any assistance at all in installing your mods, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help any of my subscribers. And on that note, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and hit that like button, because that really helps me. So we're just going to take a moment to appreciate the beautiful moon rising and our stars. Now, it is a little bit cloudy up there, so I'm going to head above the clouds and show you guys what our night sky looks like. This is what our clouds look like now. We're just going to continue heading up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the stars properly. However, just look at that. It doesn't even look like Minecraft anymore. So wherever you guys are in the world, have an excellent rest of your week, and I will catch up with you again soon. Take care.